6.2, coterminal. I think I spelled it right. Yeah. Coterminal reference and special angles is where we're at, okay? We're going to first start off with coterminals, okay? Coterminals are angles that are coterminal are two angles in standard position that share a terminal side, okay? Standard position, meaning, notice here, this is my initial side, and I just went 30 degrees, right? Yes? We see that? Standard position, okay? This is my terminal side. Now, there are an infinite number of coterminal angles, okay? There are an infinite number of coterminal angles to this angle. The reason being is that I can go repeatedly counterclockwise around, and I can go repeatedly clockwise around, okay? So when you're looking for a coterminal, you are just adding and subtracting multiples of 360, okay? Because you're going around and around and around. And when we go around, yes. So if I'm going around, I'm going to make a 360. I'm coming back to where I started, right? So I'm coming around, boom. Okay. Or if I'm looking at what is its negative angle. So when it's a degrees, we're adding 360. If this had been in radians, instead of adding 360, we would be adding 2 pi, right? Okay. So that's going to give me my plus. Same thing here. Instead of subtracting 360, we would subtract 2 pi if it was in radians. Got it? Okay. So, as far as it goes, I will not have you find more than one counterclockwise and more than one clockwise. Okay. But in theory, could you find more?
Yes.
Yes, you could. Because you can go around in a circle multiple times.
Oh, so like
I could keep adding 360 and I can keep subtracting 360. That's why there's infinite coterminals. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm a really bored person.
Really?
It brings me joy though.
Yeah, that's something.
All right, here we go. So give two angles. We're going to find one in clockwise. So if I'm going to go clockwise, what am I doing? I'm going to be subtracting, right?
it's negative 2.
Okay. And then I'm going to find one counterclockwise, which means I'm doing what? Adding. Agree? So 500 degrees plus or minus 360. So we're going to do 500 plus 360. And we're going to do 500 minus 360. What do we get?
220 and 860.
We have 860 degrees and 140.
Yeah, I got that, and then I did it backwards to add a step.
All right, quickly do number 2. And then we're going to go on to radians.
I need to stay backwards.
I don't have time for you and your nonsense right now.
That's how you don't know.
You're
God dang.
You're getting here to find these coterminal angles. You're just adding and subtracting. Bye. Go to Miss Winter. It's a giant pass. I can read. All right.
300 negative 420.
Okay. So what is my counterclockwise? I think that's counter. Yeah, right. Okay. I was like, I think I went the right way. What is it? 300. Agreed? Okay, let's go the other way. Clockwise. Yeah. What's my clockwise? Negative 420 degrees. No, I was just writing it so that you could see. Oh. All right. So we're going to talk about radians, and we're going to go over a shortcut for adding them. How many of you guys remember from Algebra 2 hearing me say chopsticks in a bowl? Yeah. Thank you. Somebody? Okay. Chopsticks in a bowl is a quick algorithm to, it's just the name for it though, but it's a quick algorithm to add fractions with unlike denominators. Okay. So here we are adding and subtracting 2 pi. Agreed? Yes. So when I have pi over 4 plus 2 pi over 1, chopsticks in a bowl, I'm going to find my chopstick. Pi times 1 is pi. I mean some positive rice today. I'm going to find my other chopstick. 4 times 2 pi is
8 pi.
8 pi. And it's all going to be in a bowl. 4 times 1 is 4.
Yeah.
And so we have 1 pi plus 8 pi equals, so 9 pi over 4. Okay. So if this is the positive, then by default, my negative has to be pi minus 7 pi over 4. Does that make sense? That's an 8. I wrote the part of the answer. You didn't scroll up, right? Let me fix that.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. And that's going to give me, what's 1 pi minus 8 pi? 7, negative 7 pi over 4. So here are my coterminal angles. Yes? Doable?
Yes.
All right, your turn with negative 2 pi over 3. Okay, so you're doing negative 2 pi over 3. And again, make sure you're doing the plus and the minus. No. All right, so let's make sure we had it set up correctly. So we had negative 2 pi over 3 plus or minus 2 pi over 1. We cross multiply. We have negative 2 times 1 is negative 2 pi. I'm going to put the plus or minus just so I can save myself some time. 3 times 2 pi is 6 pi. And then times the bowl. 3 times 1 is 3. What is negative 2 pi plus 6 pi?
4 pi over 3.
4 pi over 3. What is negative 2 pi minus 6 pi?
Negative 8 pi over 3. Thank you, Sam.
And there are your coterminal angles. How do you feel about your ability to find coterminal angles? Good? Okay. I'm glad.
Never mind.
That's what's going
All right.
on.
Oh, your retake.
Okay.
Oh, they're filming you.